What's up guys, I'm going to do another Black Ops 3 Zombies video, and this time I've got some more Eisendrache information and stuff for you guys, and we're just going to be talking about this new DLC and all of the information that we have about this new Zombies map. The first piece of information that we have about this new Zombies map is this poster that Activision released, and you can get this by pre-ordering the DLC at, I believe, GameStop or Game in the UK, and it's a pretty cool poster. On the left we have Richtofen, Takeo, and Nikolai, and then we have a rocket on the right side, we have the moon in the top right, we have a gondola in the top left, and we have an iron cross right in front of Richtofen. But what a lot of people are speculating about is this man in the middle. A lot of people don't think it is actually Tank Dempsey. They think it's somebody else because it honestly doesn't look a whole lot like him. And also the weapon he's holding, a lot of people say is the MP40. Some people say it's the MP41, but it is like an MP40 variant, and it's definitely one of those guns. We can see there's a skull in the top right where we have the moon like in the eye of it. And also, one of the main things about this image is if you look over this, mystery man, I'm just going to call him Dempsey. I think this is actually just Dempsey, but it's just the artist, interpretation of it, and just the way the artist represented everybody. I don't think it's actually like a brand new character or anything like that. A lot of people say it's like the lead singer for like Ice 9 Kills and stuff, but over his left shoulder there is a couple numbers. There is 12, 29, 17, and 80, and so if you just throw that into Google, there will be a link to an astronomical observations made at the Observatory of Cambridge. That kind of intrigued some people, so they would look it up, and it brings up like this whole like Google document or Google Books thing where it just has a bunch of like calculations and stuff on there, and one of these main pages, page 12 of it, just has calculation of apparent right ascensions, and a lot of people got caught up on the word ascension there because why would they have this random code of just random like jargon and stuff, and then it would lead us to this page and ascensions leaked on there. So a lot of people are saying that this could be like that this Easter egg in this map relates to Ascension, and that it's just the whole Easter egg and stuff is kind of like Ascension with all the rockets and stuff around the map. And yeah, so if you want to learn more about that, I'll link a Reddit article down in the description, and a lot of people speculated on there, and there's tons of information, tons of stuff on there that you guys can check out. But the last couple things I want to talk about in this video are two specific tweets from Call of Duty Australia / New Zealand, and they tweeted this out: hard to infiltrate and even harder to escape what's inside Griffin Castle, # Black Ops 3 Awakening hits PS4 February 2nd, 2016. What's interesting about that is that they gave us the name of this facility. It's called Griffin Castle, so people related that to Griffin Station on Moon, and then also with Ascension, they both have rockets. This facility has rockets in it, and maybe these are the rockets that appear in Moon, or you go to Ascension or something, and all three of these maps all have rockets in some way, and maybe like these are the rockets that go to Moon, and for the Easter egg, in order to like change the timeline and whatnot, we have to destroy the rockets on this map. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I'll also link the Reddit article down in the description where a lot of people speculated about this and just about what's going to happen and about what the name means and everything like that. And the last tweet that we have from Call of Duty Australia New Zealand is 50% bigger than the Giant. Eisendrache is available with Black Ops 3 Awakening on February 2nd. Get your season pass now. So this shows us the size of the map, so it's 50% bigger than the Giant. And a lot of people were kind of disappointed by this. I kind of was too, because the Giant is the exact same size as Doris. It's the exact same map, just retextured and whatnot. And I really like, the Giant's my favorite map in Black Ops 3 so far. I don't really like Shadows of Evil all that much because there's just tons of setup and stuff, and it's just kind of overly complicated, and you can't just throw on a quick game of easy zombies and unlock Pack-a-Punch. Like, you have to do all these rituals and all this garbage. I think that the Giant is a really good map, and it's one of my favorite maps. I mean, I really like Kino. Kino is a super small map, and if it's only 50% bigger than the Giant, then I don't know. Like, the Giant has pretty much three main parts. It has like the center lane where the Pack-a-Punch and the starting area is. Then there's that big old help door, and then you open the door to the middle teleporter, and we have the catwalk over on that area. I assume that, if we kind of like copy and pasted that whole middle area and added that on to the giant, that'd be the size of this map. And it kind of is interesting that it's only 50% bigger than the giant and not like Shadows of Evil, because Shadows of Evil is one of the biggest zombies maps that we have in terms of like actual playable space. Because with pretty much every DLC zombies map, we've always gotten bigger and better. So like with Black Ops 1, the on-disc maps were Kino and 5, and those were pretty small maps. And then we had Ascension, which was a bigger map. And then we had Call of Dead, which was huge. Shangri-La kind of scaled it back a little bit, but it was still a pretty big map. And then we had Moon, which was absolutely massive. And then in Black Ops 2, we had Transit, which was a pretty big map, but didn't have a whole lot of playable space. And then we had Diarize, which was like way tall and had tons of playable space. Then we had Mob of the Dead, which was huge. Buried kind of scaled back again, but then Origins was absolutely massive too. And, in that map, we had a tank just to get around the map because it took so long to get around the map. And if it's only 50% bigger than the giant, then I don't know, but we're gonna have to see how this map plays out. Some maps are just better if they're small. I think Transit would be a lot better if there wasn't all that fog, and if there was just a lot more actual playable space and stuff in it. So we're just gonna have to see how this map turns out. Maybe they'll be able to put more stuff and more detail and just make this map better. And maybe just with the whole style of the map, it didn't really make sense to have it be absolutely massive. But I would kind of like to have some like tunnels and like catacombs and stuff or whatever, getting from like castle inside like the main castle to little buildings outside. And I would have loved to have the village be a playable place on the map, and that would be super cool. But hey, it's only 50% bigger than the giant, so I don't think the gondola is even going to work. That's going down to the village or anything. We're just going to spawn in by the gondola is what I think we are, and then we're just going to be able to go in through the castle in a little bit. I think there's only going to be a couple rooms in the castle. I think the majority of the map is going to be outside the castle in these little courtyard areas, but there you guys go. Tell me what you guys think of Eisendrache in the comments down below. One more week, and then this map pack will be out. Tell me what you guys think of this in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next Black Ops 3 Zombies video.